I have 2 packages to unbox for you today, as well as 2 Book of the Month Club picks, because we're a little bit behind with our Book of the Month Club book hauls here. Welcome back to an unboxing and book haul. Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina and I make bookish content here on this channel at least twice a week, as well as book to movie or movie review content for you here at the weekend. I have a couple of book versus movie videos coming up for you. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on that future content. All of my social media links are always in the description box below, as well as my blog and my Goodreads, so that you can keep up with my reading in between videos. So we're going to start with the Book of the Month Club picks, and then we're going to move on to the couple of books that I have ordered recently. So let's see, this one feels heavier. So I think this is my Book of the Month Club pick for July. I ordered 2 books this month. So, oh yes, they're both in here. I was like, there are 2 books in here. The first book I ordered was, oh, it's a thin one. That's why it looks like a normal size box. Was Big Friendship by Aminatou and Anne Friedman, and they are hosts of the podcast Call Your Girlfriend. So this one, I was toying between the 2 that I ordered, and then I just decided to order them both. So this one says, a close friendship is one of the most important and influential relationships a human life can contain. Anyone will tell you that, but most people don't talk about what it really takes to stay friends for the long haul. So this should be an interesting one, especially for me, given the fact that a lot of my friends live 5,000 miles away, and friendship in different time zones. And then I'm also at a point where I have friends who have kids, newer kids and older kids, and I don't have kids, and so that's going to be an interesting one to read about. I did see as well that my library does have this on audio, so I might end up doing the audio, but I'm pleasantly surprised by how thin the actual book is, so I might end up reading this as a physical book, because I feel like I want to read more of my books as actual physical books. Yeah, this is like 200 pages, so could be one to squeeze in before the end of the month, who knows. And then the second book, I'm casting all sorts of weird shadows. It's very stormy outside right now, so apologies for that. The second book I got, like I say, I was choosing between them and then decided to get them both, is Head Over Heels by Hannah Orenstein, and I decided to take a chance on this one. You know, sometimes when it comes to romance, I struggle with US romance writers compared to UK, particularly if it's a romantic comedy. I often don't get the comedy, but I took a chance on this one. She's determined to stick the landing. So this one, are you ready? Can she bring home the gold at the gym and with him? The past 7 years have been hard on Avery Abrams. After training her entire life to make the Olympic gymnastics team, a disastrous performance ended her athletic career for good. Her best friend and teammate Jasmine went on to become an Olympic champion, then committed the ultimate betrayal by marrying their coach Dimitri. Now reeling from a breakup with her football star boyfriend, Avery returns to her Massachusetts hometown, where her old acquaintance Ryan, now a coach, asks her to help him train Hallie, a promising young gymnast with Olympic aspirations. Back in the gym for the first time in years, she's surprised not only by Hallie's talent, but also by the sparks flying with Ryan. But when a shocking scandal in the gymnastics world breaks, it has shattering consequences for the sport. Avery isn't sure her burgeoning romance can survive it. So I like the fact that it's a kind of sports romance. I tend to get on quite well with those. Lauren Weisberger's It's Singles Game about tennis. I really enjoyed that one, and this one is also not that long. It's just over 300 pages, but I'm wondering if I did the audiobook for this one, when she goes back to her Massachusetts hometown, are they going to have Massachusetts accents? I just don't know. So yes, those are the two books with matching colours that I picked for my July book of the month, but then my June book of the month has different colours entirely. And if you've watched my July TBR or my Reading Rush TBR, you will have already seen this one. But, you know, we kept it to unbox for you. So this one is One to Watch by Kate Stayman-London. And this one, as soon as well, it was a cover pick, definitely. But as soon as I started to read the synopsis, I was like, yes, this one has to be for me. Real love as seen on TV. B. Schumacher is a devastatingly stylish plus size fashion blogger. That's a lot of to get your teeth round. Who has amazing friends, a devoted family, legions of Insta followers, and a massively broken heart. Like the rest of America, B indulges in her weekly obsession, the hit reality show Main Squeeze. The fantasy dates, the kiss-off rejections, the surprising number of guys named Chad. It's like when they do the send up of them on SNL, and it's like, they're all named Chad. Yes. But B is sick and tired of the lack of body diversity on the show. Since when is being a size 0 a prerequisite for getting engaged on television? Just when B has sworn off dating altogether, she gets an intriguing call. Main Squeeze wants her to be its next star. Surrounded by men vying for her affections, B agrees on the one condition: under no circumstances will she actually fall in love. She's into this to supercharge her career, subvert harmful beauty standards, inspire women across America, and get a free hot air balloon ride. That's it. And I'm going to be buddy reading this with the lovely Bethany from Beautifully Bookish Bethany, and I know that she is a fan of The Bachelor, which is what this sounds like, and I am a fan of other reality TV dating shows, so I think we're gonna kind of come at this from a similar but slightly different perspective, so that should be really good fun. And I like the fact that we have a plus size influencer in here, because I really liked that in my previous Book of the Month Club pick, Big Summer, the fact that we had a plus size fashion blogger who was amazingly famous, and I really like seeing more of that in fiction. So I'm excited to read this one, and the cover is just to die for. So, and this was my June Book of the Month Club pick, so if I manage to kind of get to any of those by the end of July, we'll be doing well. I always like, by the time I've read it, by the end of the next month, because my Book of the Month Club doesn't tend to come in until around the middle of the month anyway. I think I've said this before, from when I order it to when it gets to me is usually around 10 days, so it's fine. And then we have 2 pieces of book mail to unbox, and these were actually ordered at the same time, but one of these was on back order, so one came, and I have already opened one of them, so we'll go with the one we've already opened. Ready? Again, if you've seen my Reading Rush TBR, you will have seen this one. Now, I expected this to be a graphic novel. I thought it was a graphic novel I was buying, but it's not, and I'm fine with that. Either way, if it comes as a graphic novel, I'd be fine with it. And it's actually a middle grade novel. It features discussion questions. That's exciting. This is Miles Morales' Spider-Man by Jason Reynolds. When I professed to really enjoy Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the aforementioned Bethany said that I would like this novel, so I've been meaning to read it for a while. I think I borrowed it electronically from the library, let it lapse, so I ordered this one from bookshop.org, from an indie bookshop. I feel like it was in Oklahoma, but it might have been in Manhattan. There was a couple that I was browsing, and yes, I'm going to be reading this. By the time you see this video, I might already have read it. That's exciting. But yeah, it's quite large print. It's not that long. So in terms of it not being a graphic novel, it's fine. I'm going to get slightly more value out of it because it'll take me slightly longer to read. But I'm excited to read it. And I love Jason Reynolds. He can do no wrong in my book. So yeah, I might have another book by him on my TBR as well. I don't know. So we're going to open this one together. Don't know why they always stick the label over the little like flappy bit that you pull. Like I kind of go in from the inside, but then I end up with my fingers. This is the best part of watching my unboxings, is the fact that, ow, broke my nail. Fully broke that. That's not fair. Really not fair. Come on. Why do we have to like stick stick the whole sticker over the thing that you're meant to pull. Isn't that the point, that it's meant to be easier? Anyway, the fun of watching my unboxing videos is watching me not be able to get into the packages. Especially when I'm trying not to show off any labels as well. Are you ready? So this was on back order. Oh, it's like mega bashed at the top. Not only is this package broken my finger, it's also broken my book. Come on guys, get better at this. This is Felix Ever After by Kacen Callender, which again, my library came through. I had the audiobook on hold when I found out that this was going to be on back order, so I do have a physical copy that's like mega bashed. That's like a proper divot there. Oh, poor book. Look at it, it's so poorly. Oh, yeah, that's proper mashed up. Anyway, I've heard amazing things about this book, and I knew I wanted to read it, and the little flowers on the cover, on the flap here, just beautiful. And the flowers on my little dented, mashed up spine. But I do have the audiobook for this one. This is on my July TBR, so I was hoping to have the physical book to show you for that video. But this one has been all over Instagram and all over BookTube, and so I decided to order this one, and I want to read it. This is YA. Felix Love has never been in love, and yes, he's painfully aware of the irony. He desperately wants to know what it's like and why it seems so easy for everyone but him to find someone. What's worse is that even though he is proud of his identity, Felix also secretly fears that he's one marginalisation too many, black, queer and transgender, to ever get his own happily ever after. When an anonymous student begins sending him transphobic messages after publicly posting Felix's dead name alongside images of him before he transitioned, Felix comes up with a plan for revenge. What he didn't count on, his catfish scenario, landing him in a quasi-love triangle. Can you tell I haven't read this synopsis before? I've just trusted that I'm going to like this. But he navigates his complicated feelings. Felix begins a journey of questioning and self-discovery that helps redefine the most important relationship, how he feels about himself. Felix Ever After is an honest and layered story about identity, falling in love, and recognizing the love you deserve. Love the sound of that. And this, I think, has been nominated for a couple of awards as well. So it actually ticks off something on my library reading bingo. I didn't read the synopsis for this one because I'm assuming that you all know Spiderman. So just FYI. But yes, so I'm excited to read it. I might do a bit of a read along. It's just such a beautiful book. It's just so beautiful. I have had a little, I've been dating it as I've been, you know, when you go to Target in the book section and you just give it a little touch, and then you use your hand sanitizer because it's the times that we live in. And this is me jumping back in again because, of course, as soon as I finished filming and uploading this book haul, I got 2 more pieces of book mail. So we're jumping in with some more book mail. The first is very exciting. This is from Simon & Schuster UK. I got sent a paperback copy of My One True North by Millie Johnson. I have a whole video talking about this. I was lucky enough to read an early copy of this right at the start of the year, and it is still one of my favourite books I've read this year. If you haven't seen my top 10 books of the year so far, it's in this. If you haven't already seen my whole standalone review of this one, I will leave it linked up above since we're redoing the video anyway. This one is lovely, and I absolutely love this. Lighting's really weird. It's like stormy. I shouldn't film in the afternoons, it's too stormy, but it's this gorgeous teal colour. I will have a picture of this on my Instagram so you'll be able to see the true beauty of the colour of the cover of this book. So yes, Instagram always linked in the description box. And then we have a piece of book mail. This is from Love Book Tours, which I do a lot of blog tours for them on my blog. I have some author interviews for them, and I reviewed this author's book, and then she came out with this, and so they sent me a copy for review. So there will be a video review coming of this one very soon, but this is Best Ever You, a 52-week journal to your bravest, boldest you. And this author wrote Percolate, and I have a reading vlog of this one again on my Instagram, so go and watch that one, because Percolate was an interesting read. Then she came out with this journal, so I will be reviewing this journal I think on Instagram and on my blog, so make sure you check that out. But basically it's lots of kind of pages to do things with, again, all centered around, look at that artwork, isn't that gorgeous? All centered around this idea of making coffee and percolating and taking the time to like actually think and brew things properly. So I'm going to be trying out some of these things. I know it's a 52-week journal, but I'm going to be blasting through a couple of them. The creators of the Best Ever You Network and Your Life Sparkles, I think one of those is a podcast, have teamed up to bring you this inspiring 52-week journal. You'll become your bravest, boldest you as you write about your life, values and habits in this year-long journal. You are the coffee in the cup of life. What are you brewing? Create your own best blend using our 6 principles. You will look at different aspects of your life. Be real with yourself, enjoy the process, and keep going on the journey towards your best ever you. So yes, I will be reviewing this one on the blog and the Instagram, which are linked in the description box, and I'll probably talk a little bit about this in my end month wrap up, so make sure you are subscribed so that you don't miss out on that one. But I will let you now get back to past me, so that I can talk to you a little bit more at the end of this video. So there you have it, my book haul and unboxing, and I have plans to read at least 3 of these books ASAP. But if you think I should make time to get to the others sooner rather than later, let me know in the comments. Let me know which I should start with. Make sure you are subscribed so that my next video lands in your subscription feed. I'm going to have that Reading Rush reading vlog coming up for you. I'm going to have the Library Bingo reading vlog coming up for you, as well as some more unboxing coming up very soon as well. So you don't want to miss out on that one. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you with my next video soon.